again, I'm Blunty. I've had a hell of a day. Hell of a good day, actually. Star Wars and quad-copter drones smashed together in the one thing. You get these. This one here, by the way, is a special edition package, which we'll get to. There it is. There it is. Special edition right there on the box. Now, these actually have released in a couple of other places in the world. I think Europe and the USA so far, but not in Australia. Release end of next week in Australia, I think. I'll have to double check that. As such, there was a bit of an NDA, an embargo type thing to do with the Australian launch of these things. So there is some stuff I can't tell you about, even though all the information is out there already, which kind of drives me insane. But what I can do is do an unboxing of this special edition TIE Advanced. And yes, I got to pick speeder bike. It's okay. X-Wing, ooh, but the TIE Advanced, man. I couldn't say no to that. So here, let me pop it open here. Now, the special edition is basically the same device. Like the drone is basically the same. The special edition packaging is different. It does a special thing, which I'm going to show you all about in a second. You also get an extra battery. And they also come with a little wax seal over here. Now, this is the American, or actually UK, it says on it. The outside box said American, this says UK. The Australian ones apparently have a numbered imprint on the wax seal on the special edition boxes, and also the drones have a special edition numbering on them as well, because there are limited quantities. There are 1,977 hitting Australian shelves. That's, they tell me, about an average of only 3 per store. And I reckon it should be a rule that nobody gets to buy one unless they know why there is 1,977 of them. Should be obvious. Not that esoteric, is it? So I will be telling you more about these in an upcoming video. I'll probably do a proper review and look at it and stuff and show you more from the event itself and talk about this in greater detail. We also had an opportunity to have battles with these things, because these aren't just flying toys. These have infrared light emitters on them, so you can actually hook them up to an app and have battles with them and keep score and everything. And we tried it at the event. It's brilliant fun. And there's an add-on coming that will have a visible laser light, which is a much more accurate pinpoint kind of beam. And as you can see, if there's a bit of smoke in the atmosphere, you can actually see the beam come out of the thing, which is really cool. I'm just going to sort of slide this underneath the wax so I can open this up without actually breaking those wax seals. Oh, that one was already loose. So, let me show you about the special edition unboxing. You want to see it again? Name the scene that you're listening to, by the way. There's a challenge for you. Well, not much of a challenge. I can picture it in my head.
I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
Only a master of evil, Darth. I don't know how many musical bits and pieces and you know, lines from the movie are recorded, but there's a few. Actually, I wonder if I'm going to get pinged on YouTube for copyright strikes if the scene from the movie gets recognized.
Luke, you can destroy the Emperor. He has foreseen this. It is your destiny. Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
So, that's what the special edition does. Has a bunch of movie quotes, lights up gloriously. I mean, I'm not sure how well it's coming across with my studio lights. Let me go bump-a-dump. Now, the real pain of it is, I mean, I guess this isn't one of the Australian limited edition numbered ones and everything, but it is a special limited edition, sort of special edition thing. And I kind of have to open it because I need to make a video about it, but I'm so tempted just to leave it fresh in box. So let's pull off that. Whack that in there. Now, I've got a whole bunch of footage of these things flying around at the event. They're very difficult to film in action when I'm manually pulling focus in a very dark room, because I wanted it dark so I can fill up with smoke and so you can see the lasers and lights and stuff and like that. But it made it very difficult to get good shots of them. But they do fly really well. They have sort of systems in them to sort of help keep them balanced and steady and everything, and automatic takeoff and landing, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to cover that in more detail when we sort of do the actual video. Ooh, I can just lift that bit off. I can just lift that bit off. And box 6. Probably turn the lights back on for this part. Use 2 fingers to lift. Don't tell me how to live my life. So, let's... Oh, there we are. What do we have here? We have the TIE Advanced High Performance Battling Drone Instruction Manual. Nice. We have extra accessories. Again, this is in the special edition. I'm not sure if all of these special accessories come with the regular edition, but we get a few spare parts. Look like a little tool. Actually, that's a metal tool for replacing the propellers, perhaps. I don't know what that's for. I'll have to look at the manual. A bunch of extra screws, just in case, and a whole pile. Well, there are 2 full sets of extra propellers. And I don't know, again, whether the camera's picking up on that, but these propellers are clear and made out of very flexible material as well. So they're very, very difficult to break, as is the drone itself. We were smashing these things all day long, and they're made out of a special blend of polypropylene. I think they said it was polypropylene plastic, but they're flexible. They don't snap. They don't break. I mean, everyone was smashing these things about, catching them on nets, and none of them ever broke. We've got an extra set of Star Wars nerds. I am a Star Wars nerd, but is there a special name for these wings on a TIE Interceptor, on a TIE Advanced, I should say? Lost a bit of nerd cred there, didn't I? I wonder if there's... anyway, there's extra ones. These ones appear to be hollow, though. These ones, solid. These ones, hollow. I wonder if that will affect... There we go, you can see through them. Performance. I mean, obviously they're lighter, but does it give it a little better side-to-side and twisting motion, seeing as there's less resistance there? Maybe that's what they're for. That's awesome. Extra propellers. Saw that already. Wall charger and batteries. Now, here's the thing I'm not a huge fan of about these. They've been designed with each different one, like the X-Wing and the TIE and the speeder bike. They each have their own special batteries, because the batteries are external, basically. They snap in, so they're part of the actual unit itself, which means if you buy all 3, you can't just buy a set of generic spare batteries for them. You have to buy specific spare batteries for each different one. It's slightly annoying, but it does mean they could design these things very, very small and sleek. You don't have to have a hollow compartment for a battery. You can actually have the battery part of the external design, which presumably saves a lot of weight and size and bulk and everything. So, 6 1 half dozen now. They have to weigh it up, I guess. But 2 batteries in the special edition, 1 battery in the standard edition. Each one of these, by the way, both kinds, special and standard edition, are hand painted apparently. So each one is slightly unique in its own way. I mean, the brush detail, the weathering detail will be unique to each one. Slightly, So there we go, little desktop charger that just snaps in there. Doesn't really snap in, just sits in actually. Oh, no. Yeah, it does kind of snap in. That's all right. Doobie-doo. And a wall charger, which is standard USB dongle-boo. And in here we also get a couple of different travel adapters as well. There's the UK one, there's the Australian one. I wonder if they just put the Australian one in because this is the UK version they were giving to Australian media. Also don't know about that, but... And standard USB to 1.7mm DC plug by looks of things. So if you lose your cable, it shouldn't be too hard to replace. Good to know. Get that out of the way. What else we got? Training cage. Every decent toy drone needs a training cage, and again, super flexible. So this will clip onto the bottom to give you a little extra protection around your propellers while you're learning to fly. I don't need it. I'll never find that again. And the controller. Again, each one of these is specific to each different model as well. As you can see, my Imperial one is black. We got button. 4 buttons on the face of it, and your standard twin sticks. There's also a little screwdriver there for maintenance and whatnot. And the screwdriver handle is actually designed to slightly resemble a lightsaber hilt. Not incredibly convincing, but still cool detail. So I just, I think I put it in the wrong way there. Did I jam it up? There we go, goes in that way. And these actually have a bunch of sounds and effects in them as well. There's a little speaker in the back there. So when you're flying around, you get the music, you get the sound effects, you get voice lines from the movies and stuff. And when you're battling one-on-one, if you hit someone, you'll get a voice line from, like in this example, Darth Vader. So we've got, I have you now, when you put your opponent down to their last life point and stuff like that. But as a controller, especially for a toy drone, this is a very solid piece. This is probably one of the better constructed controllers I've seen on a toy drone controller. It's very, very solid, very significant, I think is the word. And as you just saw then, there is a slide out little holder for your cell phone. Because this does, of course, connect to an app. They also do a very clever thing with the app. There is training modes on the app, so even without having this hooked up, you can use this controller and the app to train yourself virtually. And in fact, the battle mode doesn't even unlock until you've completed a certain number of training missions, so you get your skill level up, so you're not frustrated and crashing into walls when you're trying to play with this thing in battle mode or flying it around usually, which is a cool way to do it. I think the app is free, of course, and quite fun. I did have a little play with that at the event as well. It's a pretty decent way to sort of earn your wings, as it were, get used to sort of flying these things. But that little slide away thing is probably one of the best ways I've seen to attach a phone to one of these controllers as well, because when it's slid out of the way, it becomes part of the controller. It's not a snap-on thing, not a thing you have to screw in. It doesn't sort of sit there all the time in the way when you're not actually using your phone. This pulls right out. And where's my phone? iPhone 7 Plus, so one of the biggest phones on the market, and plenty of space. I mean, that will fit this phone and bigger phones and whatever case you're using. And, yep, pretty solid. I mean, it does flop back and forth, but that is, yeah, that's a Phillips head screwdriver, so you can grab this little screw out of here and tighten that up if you want. And, brilliant. So, I'm going to charge this up. Going to spend, actually, I guess I can spend up to a week playing with this thing, because I'll do the review sort of at launch day for Australia. But, I mean, if you have any questions, comments, and things like that you want to know about these things, that you want me to try, I'm going to try real hard to get some cool looking footage of this thing, because as a model, and I'll get some close-up shots to show you this, but even as a model, it is very nicely detailed. I mean, it's not as nicely detailed as a proper model, you know, Thai Advanced thing that you would buy from a model kit sort of standpoint. But as far as, you know, what I expected from a toy flying drone, this thing is really nicely done. Good weathering effects on it and everything, nice detail. You can see through the cockpit down here. So yeah, that is what I spent my day doing. Playing with Star Wars drones that fly and fight and shoot lasers. And I got a little overexcited, I have to admit. Especially when they told me I could take one home. Especially when they told me I could take one home that was a limited edition! Thanks for watching. I'm Blunty. I'll catch you next time. It's so cool.